The TFSA and RRSP are two of the most powerful tools for Canadians to grow wealth. But many people don't understand how they really work, or which one saves you more in taxes. So, let's break it down clearly and see which account gives you the bigger advantage in 2025. First, let's start with the basics. The RRSP, Registered Retirement Savings Plan, gives you a tax deduction when you contribute. That means you can lower your taxable income and get some of your taxes back at filing time. Your money grows tax-deferred inside the RRSP until you withdraw it in retirement. At that point, you pay tax on the withdrawal just like income. The TFSA, Tax-Free Savings Account, works differently. You don't get a tax deduction when you contribute, but everything you earn inside the TFSA, interest, dividends, capital gains, is completely tax-free. And when you withdraw it, you pay zero tax. So which one is better? It depends on your income, your goals, and your future tax rate. Let's talk about who benefits more from the RRSP. If you earn a higher income, say over $80,000 a year, the RRSP can be a huge advantage. That's because your contributions reduce your taxable income at a higher rate. For example, if you're in the 30% tax bracket and you contribute $10,000, you can save about $3,000 in taxes right away. You can then reinvest that refund to grow even faster. But there's a catch. When you withdraw from your RRSP later, you'll pay tax at whatever your rate is in retirement. If you expect to have a lower income later, that's perfect, you'll come out ahead. But if your income in retirement is high, or if you have large pensions, you could end up paying more tax later than you saved today. Now let's look at the TFSA. This account is ideal if you want flexibility and long-term tax-free growth. Your contributions aren't deductible, but all your investment growth and withdrawals are tax-free forever. You can use the TFSA for anything: investing, saving for a house, or even funding early retirement. And there's no penalty for taking money out. Plus, whatever you withdraw gets added back to your limit the next year. So what's the limit for 2025? The TFSA contribution limit for this year is $7,000. That brings the total lifetime room to about $95,000 if you've been eligible since 2009. For RRSPs, the 2025 limit is $29,170, or 18% of your income, whichever is lower. Here's a quick example to make it simple. Let's say two Canadians each invest $5,000. One uses an RRSP. The other uses a TFSA. The RRSP investor gets an immediate tax refund worth about $1,500, which they reinvest. Their $5,000 becomes $6,500 invested. The TFSA investor doesn't get a refund, but their growth is completely tax-free. After 20 years, both accounts grow to around $16,000. When they withdraw, the RRSP investor pays tax on that money, maybe $4,000 depending on their bracket. The TFSA investor withdraws it tax-free. So in this example, if your tax rate in retirement is close to or higher than today, the TFSA wins. If your rate is lower later, the RRSP wins. There's one more thing most people forget. RRSP withdrawals count as income and can reduce government benefits like old age security. TFSA withdrawals don't affect any of those programs. That's a huge advantage for retirees. So what's the best strategy? Use both. Contribute to your RRSP when your income is high to get that tax refund. Then, when your income drops, maybe during parental leave, part-time work, or early retirement, you can withdraw from your RRSP and move it into your TFSA. That lets you pay lower tax now and grow it tax-free later. The bottom line: RRSPs help you save on taxes today. TFSAs help you save on taxes forever. The smartest Canadians use both together, strategically. If you want to see exactly how to do that, watch my video on how to pay less tax before April 30th next. It'll show you how to turn your RRSP and TFSA into your biggest money-saving tools in 2025.